Buffett is selling, so you should too. Along those lines is how some people actually invest. Although if you've been doing so as of the last year, your returns wouldn't be all too sexy. Whilst Buffett is a master investor, in my opinion, all the bad news around him has no right to question him. I mean, who the fuck are you to question Warren Buffett? What are your returns over the last 20 years? Chances are not even close to his. Some of his recent decisions have been rather questionable though, and probably should not be replicated. For that reason, we will be taking a short look at one of those today. Buffett's Wells Fargo position. The story begins in the early 90s, when Buffett took a stake in Norwest, the firm which would come to acquire Wells Fargo in 1998. In an uncommon move, Norwest decided to switch its name after the merger to Wells Fargo, due to the name's respected popularity at the time. Buffett continued to expand his position in the company until Q4 2015, when he held over 479 million shares at an average buy price of $21.74 per share. This amounted to about 10% of the company's total shares outstanding. Starting 2017, Buffett has been reducing Berkshire's position continuously. Since then, Buffett has sold 342 million shares for an average price of $37.84. This equates to a gain of only around 56% in a time frame of almost 30 years. Throughout Q2 and Q3 of 2020, Berkshire has sold over 185 million shares at prices between $25 and $28. And this is in a large part responsible for the low average sale price. Now, another issue is that due to Wells Fargo mainly focusing on buybacks, the dividend yield was generally very moderate. And for that reason, the dividend yield fluctuated around a non-satisfying 2% for the most part of Buffett's ownership. All this adds up to a rather unsatisfactory return of somewhere between 90 and 120% return on investment in a time span of over 25 years. Whilst Buffett is well known for buying companies with good businesses that have fallen out of favor and are therefore available at cheap prices, it seems as if in this case, he has gone along with the general market in selling off Wells Fargo during and after the first and second quarter corona market fluctuations. This only makes sense if the firm's long-term business is changed for the worse, which in the case of Wells Fargo is not directly visible from public filings. This can mean one of three things. Either I'm completely missing something and I'm completely wrong. Second, Buffett is black edge, so that's pretty much edge that's illegal, insider information. Or he simply made a wrong call. It's up to you to decide really, but we'll dive more deeply into that in the coming videos. Anyway, enough with the shit talking of Buffett. In fact, I absolutely adore him, especially his 1950s and 1960s investments and mindset. But no one is perfect, and therefore we should not one-to-one replicate Buffett's decisions without our own due diligence. This video was meant as a short introduction into Buffett's position in Wells Fargo, and in the next video we will go into more detail on Wells Fargo's business, the scandal from recent years with the accounts, and its efficiency compared to other competitors. Until then, have a successful day investing.